So happy Mabon's Eve. I just finished up doing some laundry and did a little spell candle, and now I'm just gonna relax and chill. I burned the group rituals candles for 2 hours tonight instead of just one. So now I'm just gonna relax and rejuvenate and splish splash in the bath. So yeah, I just used some new moon water, and then I used just some sacred salts. I used the Underworld Garden that came from the moon box this month. The Witch's Moon sent me a replacement, so I was able to play with that. And then this, I believe, was from last month, the Harvest Rest. I had some of that. And then the beautiful Silver Soul Fox sent me this I Am Beautiful salt blend. I feel like this is just like a spell jar in itself, but I love this, and I use some of that as well. A cute little pumpkin spoon. And then I just brought an amethyst tea light holder in here to just bring some amethyst vibes in here. That piece I usually keep with that rose quartz that's in the water there, and that goddess figure I just leave in here as well, so I can just kind of tap into her energy when I do take baths. But yeah, I have the amethyst tea light holder to open up my crown chakra while I'm in the bath. And usually I like to include Florida water, but I like all the saltiness going on, so I'm just gonna let it be at that. So yeah, the pretty rose petals over here. Kind of all to the side because I was splashing the water around. There's different petals from the different salts too. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll connect whatever I do next. I hope everyone's having a beautiful Friday night. Happy Mabon! So I just lit everyone's candles, and it looks like they're all about to come to their end. And once again, it was just so cool that everything on here is just something I created. The different black salts and the different powders and the road opener rice, and all the stones were tumbled by me, and the candles are made by me. And when I looked back on the videos, they're so long, so it's like either I have to clip them down, or if you guys don't mind when my videos are long, I'd love to know that. But yeah, it's like each spell was like 2 hours of doing the whole thing, but it's because it was 9 people total, so you know, I guess, you know, that's like why it took so long as well. So I did everything so personally, but yeah, I just happy everyone's candles are looking beautiful, and I'm very tired, so I know that I've been following with doing these Wikipedia spell cards throughout the Wheel of the Year, and Litho made a year of doing it. So since today's Saturday, maybe, and I didn't get to like stop by the store to get apples today, maybe like tomorrow, Sunday, would be a good day, because I like to, Sundays or Thursdays, I like to do money spells. So yeah, I think, you know, tomorrow, if I'm feeling well, of course, I have to try to do that. And during Ostara, I did this little time capsule to open during Mabon, and I figured I'm gonna sit down and just pull a card, and I'll attach that in this next clip. Okay, so just sat down and pulled a little card. I was playing with these last night before I went to bed. I just like whipped it out, and it was cool to, you know, have them a year later and play with them. And I was looking at my card pulls that I did last year, so it was cool to do that. So I'd like to do just a collective little card pull from the Season of the Witch Mabon Oracle deck, and let's see what comes out. Tobacco, that's so funny. The offering. Feed your ancestors. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. And the shadow card's the toad. Observe for those who watch, see all. So I'm just getting like intuitively from these two, just to look out for the signs and symbols. You know, the veil is starting to thin now as we get closer to Samhain. So this is the time to start connecting with, you know, your ancestors if you haven't already, or maybe do a little offering for them. This Mabon season, and that was something that I wanted to do tomorrow when I got the apples. So, and I always have fresh flowers around my house, so that's another thing I always like to have as an offering to them. But yeah, that's just an intuitive little thing. But let's see the card to read about. Coven, which I just felt so much love. I opened 2 gifts, and I'm like so overwhelmed by everyone that being so beautiful and sweet, and those are 2 that came from the 2 gifts, and I'm so thankful that they're bracelets because I get to wear them all the time now. With the Coven card, I am you and you are me. When we come together, when we come together, we are all we seek. So it's beautiful. So let's read about that. Family, community, and raised power. Your higher self chose this card because it's a positive one for achieving goals that involve many people. One person is powerful on their own, but may they lack certain skills or knowledge that another can easily fulfill. Consider seeking a partner or partners to aid in your quest if you have not already. The collective power of your partnership or team will catapult and hasten your success. Also, if you've been struggling to do tasks that do not come naturally to you, you may consider seeking help from someone who has expertise in this area. It could be time to expand your business, family by hiring a new employee or giving existing one additional duties that are suited to their talents. And in a reading about love, the Coven card can mean sharing activities with your family and learning from each other in the process. You may ask your kids or partner to show you more about some of their interests, as taking an active role in their interests of those you love will contribute to more connection, understanding, and support, and represents a different way to show that you care. So that's beautiful. Just to take more time to those that you love, and those that you cherish. And this is a time of
you know, showing appreciation, and especially to those that are close to you in your life. You know, it's funny because this is an extra card in the tarot, Pamela Colwyn Smith tarot, but I just had this out, and yeah, it's been fun to just you know, just vibe with the person you love. So cute little shadow card. Cacao, number 5. You are loved, you are held, and you already are everything you seek. I feel like that's like a little magician card right there. You have everything you need. So yeah, that was a beautiful reading. Whatever I do, I'll connect that next. But yeah, I hope everyone had a beautiful Mabon. If you want to share that or what you did down below, I'd love to know. And my mouth says hi.
So I wanted to show another thing that I got when I was getting the apples. Look at this cute little Venus flytrap. This one was like the healthiest one of the bunch. I want to show how adorable like the box is. It has how to care for me. But yeah, I wanted to show that. Show them outside of the box next. So there he is. Completely, like, I untangled it. So they're all like hanging. It's cool. Yeah, I wanted to show that. I watered it from the bottom. It's cool to see the shadows. But yeah, what a cool thing to have. It's gonna be an interesting thing to have in the home. I want to know if anyone else has ever had a Venus flytrap.
Okie dokie. So I am a little crampy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like feeling the greatest, but I know that like sometimes kind of doing things helps like me not focus on not feeling good, you know, if that makes like, if anyone else is like that. But so I was kind of like, instead of kind of doing like the spell, maybe I'll do it later, or if I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But I figured I'd do this at least. But it is like cool to watch, you know, last year's video where this was all inspired by getting this Wikipedia spell deck and following the little Sabbath spell cards. When I was watching it, I saw I really didn't like mention that like the 2 different apples had the 2 different meanings, where the green one was like the money, the intention for the money spell, and the red apple was my gratitude apple, because I've always done a red candle apple on Mabon ever since I started celebrating. That was like one of the first things, which was like so cute and adorable. I was actually watching a video I did 2 years ago before posting, and it was of that, but the camera angle was just so like, it wasn't on what I was doing, or else I'd post it, because it was like, actually it was like, aw, you know, it's like cool to kind of see yourself grow in different ways, but it also kind of in a way stay the same, because I feel like it's cool to kind of start like a tradition for yourself. So yeah, this is a little memory spell, or excuse me, a little memory charm bag. I also want to like call it like the last breath of summer, because of just you know, you just start to, it's like crazy, you're like starting to feel it, like I'm starting to feel it, especially seeing like the hibiscuses not be around, and the peacocks drop their feathers, their tail feathers, around this time. The turtles start hatching, so like the weather and the animals and all of the different things are happening, so it's just really cool. So and plus this group spell was just so awesome to do. I mean, it's been such a draining thing because of how the way that I wanted to do it, and then doing the tarot readings and everything afterwards. It's like kind of a lot for how many people I did it for, but you know, I feel like it was worth it, and it just I feel like it just helped me with my confidence in a way. So it was beautiful. Everyone that was a part of it was just so beautiful. Like, everyone sent some type of because that's what I asked for, was just some type of floral offering as simple as that, and I have some left that I didn't use, so I was like, why not kind of use all those items in this so I can, like, you know, have everyone's energy together, and it's just a beautiful thing because you know, I made friends with everyone that was basically in the group spell, so it's just all so beautiful. So I'm just thankful. I opened my little egg, and I'll like share this too, of how cute my little tarot readings, speaking of tarot readings, were. I did like these during Ostara. With the little tarot cards, I pulled tarot cards for myself and used the stickers. And then I wrote what I thought. So this is the 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Star. And it says, I make sure that I am heard and treated fairly. I tried to make them like affirmations in a way too, from the cards. And I felt like that was beautiful. 3/20/2024. So that was beautiful. I usually put the time on things too, so I'm surprised I didn't do that. This is another one. It was the 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Sun. And this is I am making my dreams a reality, and I am making my dream. Oh, I just wrote it twice because I messed up, and I was like really wanting the intention on that one, because like this was like essentially a little time capsule, but I did put like the intentions of, you know, these affirmations to manifest. So that was cool. See that one? And this one was the 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Death, and Ace of Wands. And then this one says, celebrate all the lessons learned and grow from those lessons. Which I feel like all of them resonate. And I'd love to know if like these resonate with anyone watching, because that would be really cool. But thinking of how much things have grown since March till now, those were all beautiful. There's a couple more, but I kind of want to keep those private, but figured I shared those. So that was really fun. So I'm gonna like, I feel like I might do that again. Yeah, I hope my like husband's not feeling good either. I think it was something we ate. He's like a grizzly bear. I'm gonna go and close the door. But yeah, so I have, this was a little like a charm I'm gonna use in this spell bag. It was a candle spell that manifested. It was for making memories and having adventures and making memories was this. And I feel like that manifested, so I just feel like, and that was like the first of the couple other ones where I made it for both my husband and I, because that one was just for me. But so I have that. I have some catnip that I leave as an offering for Bassett. I have a little pendant in there that I like to offer to her, and it's cool because now when I wear that, it feels just even more like powerful and empowering. Some rosemary that I dried. These are some mums that Moon Mama sent me that she forged with her adorable son. So I was going to include some of that. I have some passion flower from the beautiful Silver Soul Fox, from her beautiful goddess passion flower plant. Some lavender buds from TAB 113. Witchy _ 1313. She hooked a girl up with some St. John's wort. It was so funny because I mentioned, like, because we both got Tame Wild and we got different herbs, and she was so sweet. She hooked me up with some. So I'm gonna be using some St. John's wort because it was actually like a midsummer blend, but I don't really see any St. John's wort in there. This was like a tea actually. It's calendula, lavender, orange peel, and then St. John's wort, but I don't really see any green because I would kind of like go in there for St. John's wort because I didn't have any. So like, yeah, it's just like, so I'm gonna be using that too with what she blessed me with, and then some dried rose petals that she gave as well. And then I have some amazing Mystical Misty. She did like a little offering. I saw there's like some Dalmatian jasper in there, but I wanted to use some of her crystal chips. Some of her roses too. And then Emily sent me something before she even knew she was going to be part of like a spell. And I was able to find something, a herb thing. She sent me beautiful like thorns from her from her rose bush, but I was like, oh, I don't want to use that just yet. And look at what she did, how adorable this is, of putting some seaweed from the North Sea in a shell, like that. And it made me just think back to being inspired to make that water elemental oil. And being inspired by the bladderwrack. So that was just awesome. So I'm going to include that in there because it reminds me of making that oil this summer. She made a beautiful sea box she was inspired by the ocean vibes too and sea witch vibes. This was something cute that she put together. There's sand and shells. Just adorable. Everyone is so adorable. Like, all my friends are, honestly. I have like the best people around me. Let me try to flip this. There's sand and some driftwood, and then another shell, and then she put the seaweed like that. So that's so adorable. So I have some seaweed from her. And then I'm gonna add some ginger. This came from Alicia Witchcrafter's garden. This is a rose. She sent me a long time ago, like February, I think. She just sent me some herbies. So I'm gonna use that in this. I have some forget-me-nots. So I thought it was fitting. I don't forget, you know, this beautiful year and beautiful summer. These were some rose petals left that inspired me to do the road opening candles. They're like there were some that were just so vibrant and that were like hot red and then like orange, where these ones are kind of just these were like the inner ones, I guess, where it's kind of more yellowy pink, which I feel like feels more like loving and kind of sets the tone a little bit. This is still kind of like, I still have flowers hanging around. This is just starting to dry, but I was like, maybe I could like press this, you know, on here or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I was kind of inspired when I saw it really flat like that. Here's another guy like that. That was from earlier this year. And then I have a couple sunflower petals. Because I don't want to use the ones that I'm drying now, so those are like the ones I have left. This was a yellow hibiscus that I had as an offering for Fortuna in Lakshmi. And when I'm able to get the yellow hibiscus, it's every time I get an ice cream with my husband, so it's always like a fun time. Because then we always end out just like hanging out by the water, having our ice cream, and it's always a beautiful time. And then these are little baby chrysanthemums. I looked into them and I thought that they're cute. This one, I believe, is one of these, just one that didn't open all the way. So I have that go through all the herbs. And then I just have some dragon's blood resin because it's the year of the dragon, and I love dragon's blood, so I'm going to include it anytime I can. And I'm going to be writing with a gold marker. Is there anything else that's going to be in here? Should I include a stone? Should I not include a stone? Oh, I forgot. Mystical Misty's offering is going to be my stones. So, yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to use golden sachet. I love gold. I love gold. So, and then I have oils. I was just going to anoint this with my scent oil that I made during Litha. It came out beautifully. It's like really pretty kind of like, I don't know, I was gonna say like garnet almost, or like pretty red. I did add these like red chrysanthemums. I ended up finding I dried. There was like 3 of them left, so I just put them all in here. but maybe it could be the saffron. It could be everything that's in there that caused that color. I'm not too sure, but I just thought that was fitting because I made that this summer. I do have this Spirit Element Sunchild like oil that's fun. It's just frankincense scented, or excuse me, orange and frankincense scented. And then this is from the Witch's Moon, this alchemy sun, like the solar alchemy oil, for what's called, but if you decipher the symbols, which I think I love things like that, you get the name for it. So that is everything I'm gonna use. So I really don't have to enchant anything because it's just feeling the essence and the energy of these things. So I just get to put everything in there. So I am going to write some of my favorite things from the summer. I just put the Eye of Ra, the sun symbol, little Ankh. It's like Mars would be fitting to little Jupiter. And Mercury too, up in Venus. So yeah, I feel like that's fitting. Or, you know, I'm just gonna put everything, because I feel like I was able to connect with everything. Sun, Venus, so Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, I guess Saturn, Neptune with that water energy again, I guess. And I just kind of did that Uranus thing, so those will be the planets. Some of the things I wrote were making beautiful friends, eating ice cream by the beach, doing spells in the sand, collecting shells, connecting with all the elements. I wrote other things too, but those are some of the more simple things that I wrote. Because it doesn't have to be like, you know, totally like crazy, but it could be, see, like maybe saffron in the lid like that. I just said eating ice cream in general and then doing spells by the beach. Excuse me, that's... So, yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I could like, I don't know, how am I gonna, I guess I can like let this sit and get pressed. While I'm putting everything in the bag. Okay. I have a little spoon. And do mystical misty, so more of the stones. The Dalmatian jasper, I thought that was cool. 3. Dalmatian jasper is a fun, playful stone. That's beautiful. And, you know, I'll have this in the future if there's ever any spells again. Or just incorporate it into any things that she's given me, which is beautiful, and that's everything. So now I'm gonna put some of the lavender from Mrs. TAB. 1, 2, 3. Because there's like one more offering that I'm gonna be doing, just because I didn't. It was cool how people did send like things for that. And then I have some things where I'm like, let's just incorporate it for those that weren't able to. Ooh, look at that swirly whirly, the passion flower. Look at that. How precious and sweet. Silver Soul Fox's passion flower. How neat is that? Okay. I want that little spiral in there. Somewhere for passion flower. Say, I'm gonna try to be very good with. And then some beautiful St. John's wort from the beautiful Switchy. I'm just gonna add some of my the calendula peas. Okay, and this is from Witchy too. You have to grow up. Mouse says hi. I don't know, I felt like crumbling one couple full leaves. Those are so adorable, the rosebuds. So tiny. I think like, what are those called? Like dogwood roses, if I remember right. Some catnip, which love. Speaking of cats. I had this during the Lionsgate portal. What, Malpy? This guy. Some roses that I dried. They're cute little, forget what these were called, like asteroid chrysanthemums or something. It was like a cool name when I looked it up. They look like little buttons, little yellow buttons. Those dried fast. Those came from the flowers I kind of have hanging around now. Sunflower petals, little rosemary piece, the rosebud. Take them off the stem. Little forget-me-nots. Dried up. Yellow hibiscus. I'm gonna draw on this side the Eye of Ra. Well, I'm gonna actually draw my other. This is like kind of my symbol I made. Just connecting them both. Eye of Ra and Eye of Horus. I'm gonna do on 2. Can't really see it well. Okay. The sun symbol. Okay. So that can be in the front. So kind of like, not use any rooms. Little rose from Alicia's garden. I'll go in there. The mums from Moon Mama. The seaweed from Emily. Beautiful. And then some more rosemary. Maybe I'll save this kind of for my gratitude. It's like kind of last of my rosemary, but I'll give a couple pieces in there. A couple of pieces I tried. So I'm gonna save that. Ooh, look. Some herbies fell through. Forget-me-nots are very pokey sometimes. And then some ginger. Whoa. That came out because I was supposed to put that in between. Rosemary fell out. Flower pot, seaweed. Whoa. Just line up. Beautiful seaweed. Love that. Okay, hold that there so I can kind of catch this ginger that got loose. Okay. Put that in there. Put that in there. That's done. And this one's let that lay in here a second. Usually I'm working in something. It's just because there's so much stuff, made me forget. Usually I like to work in one of my wooden bowls or something. But I'm gonna add some dragon's blood resin. And this was something too. This was cinnamon from Alicia as well. I believe from her garden. Okay. So, I'm gonna let this, I'm gonna like sit with this and kind of bask in the memories and just its vibes. So it just feels so powerful. It's beautiful. And there's like, I just kind of remembered, I think, like another thing I want to go look for. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so after I make a crystal gel, I like to have like it kind of sit as a bowl for a little bit before I cleanse them and, you know, use them for something else. But the beautiful Hestia hooked this sister up and sent me these agatized fossilized shells. So I'm gonna use one of these little cutie patooties in here. Use this one because it just has that warmth energy that that's there. This came from my 8/8 confidence grid, so I think like I did add Misty's crystals, but now bringing this over here, I'm gonna add a piece of orange calcite. Ooh, this is like red tiger's eye, which is also known as dragon's eye, and a carnelian. Wow. Let's do like a cool one. Looking at this one's pretty cool. It has like the layers, you can see. It's all cool because they're like pieces that we tumbled, they're little chips. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's good. Just that everything else is big. So yeah, I am gonna let this dry and smush and then close this afterwards. So oh, the last thing I wanted to do was some wax from, oops, and Great Blessings candle on the page because this does smell good. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, so that's awesome. I love it. Oh, baby, she loves it. I'm feeling it. So we got it's too smushed for me to trying to put this back in the box. You can't totally see me, but that was the longest thing. I don't need that really anymore. I'm gonna throw this away. Doink, doink. And yeah, I'm gonna put these things back. I had little spots for them. Mouse said Mao. But yeah, I'm gonna attach whatever I do next. Because that did make me feel better because of like all the good vibes. So yeah, but it is like I'm probably gonna eat something because it's like around 8 now. So yeah, I'll see. So you'll see whatever I decide will be next. Okay, so a year ago, I definitely didn't think this was gonna be a year later, but I did the same thing as I did a year ago and cut it with my husband's knife. Cut the apples with my husband's knife. I did the same way of using the tea lights and popping them in. This time I'm just doing the red apples in remembrance of him. Broke up rose petals that everything that I dried personally or he helped me dry, and then there's just some cinnamon. It's so funny, I went into my mom's spice cabinet and grabbed her cinnamon and I saw she had some ground allspice. And I'm also gonna be making a mojo bag for him to have flowers that I've dried. This is a hibiscus I picked while we were getting ice cream. I just finally dried a forget-me-not.
arnica flower, 2 of them, sunflowers, a chrysanthemum, red rose. I'm gonna use this white, it's like a pinky white, some of those. Mustard seeds was a little inside joke. Shell we picked on the beach together. Stones we tumbled together. Amethyst. This is a carnelian amethyst and another shell. This fell on the floor while I was getting everything. The moon snail hole in it. So I carried it in a pouch that Witchy _1313 gave me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it like I did that Mott one, but it's crazy because the right amount of yarn was cut. Purple, spirituality. I feel like it fits. And it was just also beautiful because the Witch's Moon sent me a care package, and this was one of the items. And like I said about him doing a mojo bag, I wanted rose quartz. I was either going to do a heart or a raw stone in his hands too, and he sent me both. And then the love letter I'm going to be writing to him, I was like, I don't know if like a Sharpie, I mean, we always wrote with Sharpies, and that was kind of like an inside joke thing too. I might still write a part of it with a Sharpie now, like, probably was thinking too much into it, but they sent me an ink and quill set, and that was just so precious too, as well as this oracle and a beautiful candle, and I think a couple other items, but it's just beautiful. So thank you to the Witch's Moon. And I know this Mabon video is basically about honoring like everyone that's had an influence on my life. With that spell pouch I did, I mean, I haven't even closed it yet because this all happened, but it's still sitting. And I've been using the Divine Touch aura spray, and then my water elemental oil. I was inspired by making it from the Witch's Moon because of Bladder Rack. But and he loved being anointed with this. That's why it's like as low as it is for how new it is. But I have also used prayer candles and guardian angel candles burning on the other side, but it's a little bit more personal how I have it set up, so I'm not going to show that. But my mother's corner bedroom is beautiful, all different angels, and she just loves the same type of things. It's a little dusty, but it's okay. So I'm gonna light these up, and that will be my Mabon video. So yeah, I did a beautiful card reading where I was able to tap into his energy, and he doesn't want me to stop doing this because he knows how much it brought me joy, and it helped us even grow together even more. And so yeah, this is maybe the last part of my Mabon. I was hiding things in tissues. I feel like a teenager hiding the herbs and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put rose quartz in his hands, a necklace that I have a part of, like it's a 2-part necklace and I'm gonna give him the key, part of it, the herbal offering with some stones and that we tumbled and shells we picked, and then I'm gonna write him a love letter. And I'm also gonna put a lock of my hair in this too, because I'm gonna be cutting a lock of his hair. So yeah, I kept hearing make something because I kept saying, what should I put in your hands, and my mom was saying like a rosary or something. But I think something that I made would be something he would be happy with, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is my Mabon video. Definitely not the way I thought Mabon would be celebrated. But I'm just thankful that I have those I have around me, and I'm appreciative, and thank you guys so much. Maybe I'll show this when it's, well, I have to wait. Well, I guess I don't have to wait, but I have to trim some of my hair. And I kind of don't, I'm tired, it's late. But I just wanted to share this because I opened that gift, the beautiful hug from the witch's moon, and it was just beautiful. So I wanted to share that, and I figured, why not? I brought the apple from my home, but I bought two, which I find interesting. But I left the green and red one because that was the point, was one was for me, one was for my husband. That's why there was the 4 of them last year, when the green was the money ones and the reds were for gratitude. And this was just for love and gratitude of him. So I'm gonna just do that. I have something that's even more special on the other bedside table, but I'm gonna keep that personal and to me. But I figured I wanted to have a closing to this video, so I can feel like I can continue on my journey. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. So I added our rings, wedding rings. It's just beautiful over here. Then his fishing knife that he gave me to basically use in my magical musings. I used it for everything actually, but I was always taking it. But yeah, I've been wearing his ring since it happened. So yeah, I love you, Donnie.